recap, we looked at the input and output devices, what they were, how they connect to the IPO cycle. This week, we're going to go through the hardware and software. Again, whatever I underline, you should underline in your book as well, okay? If you speak too much, I will have to mute you because last week there was too many speaking. It's very distracting and we've got a lot of stuff to cover. So on this one, the hardware and software are divided into two categories. Okay, hardware and software.
ขีดเส้นตามทีเชอร์เลยนะลูก
Okay. So it's split into two parts, your hardware and your software. The physical parts that you can touch and see are hardware. So your keyboard, your CPU, your mouse, your iPad, your telephone, your printer, okay? They are all hardware. Example is your CPU. There are more parts inside. There are more parts inside the CPU which you can see only if you open the CPU box. Other types of hardware are connected to your CPU using the wire or cable. Okay, so you can see here's your hardware. You have your monitor, your keyboard, your scanner, your speaker, your mouse, and your printer. These hardware are used for performing various tasks. So what do they do? For example, the monitor is used for showing pictures. The keyboard is used for typing. The mouse is used for giving instructions. The printer is used for printing pictures. The joystick, microphone, scanner, and speakers are all examples of hardware. So what is their job? It's orange. Now, the set of instructions. So what are the instructions? They tell the hardware how to perform a task. Okay, so if we look at MS Word is a software, but the program asks your keyboard to type in some text. Okay, so using the hardware to perform a task. You're writing using your keyboard. Your monitor is there to display your text. Unlike hardware, we cannot see or touch software. So your software is your application. Your hardware is your materials, things that we use every day. A computer needs software to work. Without software, a computer would be of no use. So that means if there's no software, if there's no application, why do we have to have a computer? Doesn't make any sense. To understand what software is, let us take the example of a TV. The TV itself is hardware, but the programs you watch are software. Pardon? What's wrong, Kun? Okay. Should be on page 3. These are different kinds of software. to do different kinds of work. So if we look at the example of a computer, and I said MS Word, hang on for a second. MS Word is a software program used for creating text documents. Paint is a software program used for drawing. So we make pictures, we use the mouse, we use colors. These software programs are available to download and use. They can be bought and installed. Install is to put on your computer. You have to run the program to install.
มันเกิดอะไรขึ้น
Otherwise, it's not going to be on your computer. Some programs are free on the internet. So we have to use things like Google Chrome, Firefox to get onto the website to get your application. So give you a minute to underline those parts in orange. Okay, orange and green. Okay, couple more seconds. Okay, next page, page 4. So we're moving on to the two types of software. So there are two types, application and system. Application software. So these are the programs that we use on our iPad, on our phone, for example. Software that is used to perform one special kind of task. So why do we use YouTube? Why do we use Line? Why do we use Shopee? Okay, these applications are used for one thing only. These are called applications. There are many types of application software. Some of them are, what is this? Who can tell me what program this is?
ที่ทีเชอร์
Who knows this program in purple?
ที่ทีเชอร์วงรู้ไหมว่าเป็นโปรแกรมอะไร
Anyone?
โปรแกรมเพนครับ
เอ้ย
Wait, what is this in purple?
เพน
ไม่ใช่
Nope.
เวิร์ด
Word. Well done.
เวิร์ด
Okay.
Program
So
Word.
Word.
อ่า
Okay. Word is a word processing software. So they are used to write letters, stories, and reports. Similar to when you write in your English book, okay? We're just going to use this program to write some text in this word, okay? That one's simple. Another one is your multimedia. What is multimedia? So multi is multiple. Media is something like games, entertainment, songs, okay? Games and watching movies, drawing pictures. So we have stuff like YouTube. What else do we have? Kahoot, okay? Kahoot's a software. And Paint. I don't know if you want to translate that part.
มัลติมีเดียคือพวกโปรแกรมเล่นเกมต่างๆไงคาฮูดฟังเพลงจุ๊บใช่ไหมรู้จักไหมคะ
ไฟรู้จักครับ
โอเค
รู้
ค่ะ
จักครับ
Okay, cool. And the last one
ฟีไฟ
in yellow is system software. So what is system software? The software control the operation of a computer. So what software is on your iPhone? What does it run? Do you know? What is on your Samsung? Good, iOS. What's on your Samsung? What's on your Oppo? Beginning with A.
iOS.
Android ล่ะ
Android.
Android.
Yeah.
Good. What
iOS.
is this one here? What computer is this?
An iOS. Windows.
Not
This is-
Windows, but Windows is one.
ที่เชอร์วงอ่ะ
iOS.
เป็นโปร
Not iOS. This
iOS.
is Mac.
MacBook
An iMac.
Good. It's an iMac, but it runs Mac OS. Okay. So your operating system. We'll go through this again on Kahoot. There's quite a few of them. Your operating system is taking control of your overall working of the computer. That means that it manages the hardware and software together. Because if we don't have the hardware, then we cannot use the software. So you must have something physical to interact. Otherwise, we cannot use, you cannot type, you cannot see. Otherwise, it's pointless. To understand what an operating system is, think of a traffic light policeman. Or traffic policeman, sorry. So what is this? And what is this? A traffic policeman tells cars and motorcycles when to move, in which direction, and at what speed. Hang on, Kun. In the same way, an operating system tells the computer when to run which software program. So when we click on the icon, we're going to run something. When you click on Google, it opens your search engine. There are many types of operating system available. We already said Windows, iOS, Android. The most common operating systems are Windows and Mac OS, whereas there are some that are free. For example, Linux and Unix. Okay, so there are 5 or 4 main ones. Now, inside your operating system, we have 2 parts, your single and your multi-user. We know what single means. What does single mean? What does single mean? Anyone? Sun, August, Potter, Bruce? Mean? What does single mean? Anyone? Who else? Orca? What does single mean? Okay, no one's speaking. So single means one. Okay, so single user would only be one person at one time. For example, Windows and Mac, Android and iOS only allows one person to use at one time. Whereas if we have multi-user, this means that many users can work on a multi-user operating system at the same time or at different times. Okay? These systems are Unix and Linux. Linux is your penguin. Okay? Your penguin is Linux. I spell that Linux. Okay? Linux. You may or may have not heard of this. And then the last one is, what is the difference between? So I think like a summary. So very quickly, we already know what hardware, that hardware are the parts of the computer you can see and touch. Software is a set of instructions that tells the hardware how to perform, how to do things. However, there is one important difference between the two. this is summed up as, or using the input process output cycle. Can you guess which parts of this cycle relate to hardware? So which one does the processing? Which one do we use to input? And what do we get out of this? So the second part, it is the hardware that performs the input. So I'm going to underline this part. The hardware does input, and the output. So hardware does input and output. For example, when you want to solve a sum, so your addition, we have to use numbers using the keyboard. Then the computer shows the result on the monitor. If the software, it is the software that does the processing or operation. So again, I have to underline this in blue. Software and processing. Therefore, the hardware supports or helps supporting the input and output part, whereas the software supports the process. Okay? This one's the most important part. Okay, I know it's fast, but we only have 20 minutes left. So if we've done this part, and I shall send this PDF off to teachers so you can have as well. I want to just go through something that's very fast, that's summarized. Okay, so our summary of this lesson is our hardware, the things we can touch and see. Okay, so your screen, your phone, your keyboard, your desktop, your CPU. Your software is split into two parts, application and system. What is this blue one here, what I'm searching? What is this one here? Anyone know?
Microsoft Word.
Good, so it's Word. What's this one here?
Google Chrome. Google
Good.
Chrome.
What's this one here?
Windows 10.
Good. This one here?
Music.
Music or iTunes. And what's this one here? Do you know? What are these called?
iPhone. An iPhone?
Samsung. But what are they called? This one here.
Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Chrome, Gmail,
What are they?
Spotify,
What are
Messenger.
they? What are they?
Application.
Good. They're all applications, okay? So our application software is the software used. We're using the software to do what? What's this one here?
What?
In red. What is
It's
this?
an Amazon from
What
an
do we use that for?
iPhone.
What do we use Amazon for?
Amazon to buy stuff.
Good. What's this one here?
Weather.
What does that tell me?
Teacher, the application is from an iPhone 1 or 5 or
Good.
3, 4.
But what does this one here do, Orca? What's the point of this app?
Show the weather.
Good. What does this one do here? Here.
It's a calendar that shows a calendar where
What's
the
a
days
calendar?
are.
Good. What day it is? What about this one here? Which one? What is this one here? What's the purpose? What's its job?
A phone that you call it, where normally an iPhone would have.
What's this one here?
Spotify.
What does that do?
Show the news? Or
Nope, that one shows music.
or me.
Okay, next one. System software. So what's this one here?
iOS. An
Good.
OS.
iOS for Samsung or iPad?
For an iPhone. An iPhone
Good.
1 to
What's this one here?
iPhone 12. Windows 8.
Good.
Windows 8 that used for desktops.
Good. This one?
MacBook OS. Actually, it's a
hardware?
part of iOS. MacBook
Okay.
OS is actually a part of iOS.
Okay. This one here?
Android.
Good.
Android.
Yes, you go
Android.
toilet, yes. What is an Android?
My phone.
Android
Good, your phone. Yes,
is
your phone.
a system.
Good. So your Android is a system software. Okay.
And Android has many phones.
Good.
Phone
What's this
brands.
one here? Where is this one here in red?
Operating system.
Good. So do you know this one here?
An Android
Do you know this one?
Android or
Nope. It's a desktop, but
Linux.
it's called. This is Linux. Okay, this is Linux. This one here?
Windows 7.
Good. This one here?
iMac.
But what software would we use? What software? Which one?
An
One,
Apple.
2,
An
or
iOS. We would use the 3 one.
Good. We
An
use this
iOS
one, okay?
and Mac OS are the same thing.
Okay. So single user. Single user is a system software that only one person can use at a time. This includes Windows and Mac, okay?
OS.
Multi-user, what we said here is Linux. And Linux would be this one here, okay? In red. So Linux is a multi-user, okay? Multi-user system. More than one at a time. And the last one is nothing. Okay? So let's crack on to Kahoot. Let's open
Why
up your
the last
Kahoot.
one is tab nothing, teacher?
เปิด
That's
Kahoot
because
เร็
I
ว
added one that had
ใส่
nothing,
พินลงไป
okay? So we have 15 minutes for you to join. Let's open up your app or open up your Google and join.
Link.
ใส่พินลงไปพินอยู่ พิน
Your
อยู่
link
ข้างบน
is
นะ
your app. You can either download the app.
ทีเชอร์อยู่
Send it in chat.
Okay.
Send it in chat.
ทีเชอร์อยู่แช
Okay,
ร์
hang
ลิง
on.
ก์ for
Put it in the
screen
chat, okay?
yes
Where?
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Close that. Hang on. So,
Thank you.
okay.
Oh yeah, boy. Thank you, boy.
And your game pin is
Thank you, teacher.
your pin
What
is
is the game pin?
516922.
ครับแล้วมันเข้ายังไง What is the game pin?
On my screen pin.
ถูก
Your pin is on the screen. Have a look at your screen. 516922.
Enter Big name คลิกก็พอแล้วโอเค Go What the password teacher wait for a second
So as a link, I have the app.
you Why what I can hear
516922. Have a look at
516 help me
Yes, Chris.
You are name on screen
I see your. If you look at my screen, you'll see me on.
516
Yes.
ทีเชอร์เฮนรี่
Teacher am I in
Everyone to get this.
ทีเชอร์เฮนรี่ซูม left
Yes.
only 10 minutes
Teacher how to say
Out.
Teacher บอกก่อน Teacher
Okay,
แล้วก็ the
10 minutes.
password
ตอนป๊ากลับมาจะ
Okay. Your screen should show here. 516922. Let's hurry up.
Teacher I cannot say
Quick. Let's all try and get in.
Teacher I cannot say
516922.
Yes I cannot
Yes, you
say
can.
ไปแล้ว กรอกไปทุกอย่างแล้วเขาไม่ได้
Yes, you can. You're already in here, Chris.
No
I haven't started yet, Chris. That's why you're not seeing it. Okay.
This came on screen I don't know
กดในโฟนของคุณนะเข้าใจไหมไม่ตอบเสียงดังนะกด
แต่ของผมมันขึ้นว่านี่ไงมันขึ้นได้แล้วนะยังเล่นไม่ได้เนี่ยครับเดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงนะครับมันเล่นไม่ได้พี่เจ้า start the game ขึ้นแบบนี้ครับ
ไหนลูก
การเลยออกการพี่เชอร์did you
Okay,
start
hang
the
on.
game
Have to wait. Okay, how many people are here?
ครับ
There's still two more people who
พี่
need
เชอร์
to
it
join.
only says you are in my screen ครูครับผมไม่มีอะครับพี่เชอร์
ไม่
it
มี
only says you are in on my screen
ซันเข้าไปในแชทอ่ะซันกดลิงก์เข้าไป
We need 4 more people in here. Son, where's Potter? Come on, Potter. Come on, son.
Teacher Six left
ของฉันไงคือเขารอก่อน
มันไม่ได้
รอสตาร์ทโอ้โห
ทางพี่เชอร์อยู่ในเกม you are you are nickname อะไรสักอย่างเนี่ยครับ
Quick. Hurry up.
yeah this is
West รอ Teacher สตาร์ทลูก
Okay, I should start.
อ๋อ
มาแล้วดูที่โทรศัพท์เลย
เก็บได้ question one ห้ามไปออโต้แบกไอ้นี่
กดในมือถือลูกกดในมือถือกดที่โปรแกรม
Oh, good. It's hardware stuff.
yes that's correct
What I mean,
นั่นโอ้ตอบแล้วกัน
hardware or software.
โอเค
Done. Hardware.
โอ้แม่
ทำไมมันมองไม่เห็นน่ะ
And okay.
ก็ผมมองไม่เห็นรูปภาพอะครับคุณครู
ดูที่จอ
เห็นแต่ผมดู
ดูที่จอใช่ดูที่หน้าจอ
What is system software?
คุณครูครับผมไม่เห็นรูปภาพ
ดูในหน้าจอคอมลูก
พิกเจอร์ดูในจอที่ซูมสิ
ดูในจอที่ซูมลูกในมือถือกดช้อยอย่างเดียวลูก
ไม่ผมเปิดไปกลับมาครับอันนี้มันไปอยู่ที่ไหนเนี่ยสิงไปเอาไปแล้วจัง2,500แล้วเฮ้ยเราตามอีกไม่ทันอ่ะเดี๋ยวทำไมมันเยอะ
Two
จัง
types of software are.
อันโดนติดแน่
Two types.
เอาเราเลือกไปไหนล่ะให้เราเลือกไปไหนก็เลือกไว้ให้
ว่าอีซีโรฮะ
ผมทำมาแล้วแล้วนี่กูเลือกไว้ให้มึงก็ยังเอาไปซ่อนอีกเอาไปซ่อนทำไมวะ
What is this?
เทเลโฟน
Good. Telephone. Oh, who's put palm top?
ที่มึงจะเลื่อนลงไปทำไมวะ
3,000แล้ว
ถามหน่อยมึงจะเลื่อนลงไปทำไม
Hardware or software? Hardware or software?
ถูกแน่นอนร้าน
Done. hardware. Look for hardware.
4,200
ให้ทำมาป๊าไม่เข้าใจเว้ยลูกหนูนะ
What is this?
ไม่รู้แดดท็อปเอสพาร์เจ็ดแดดท็อปไปลูกคือ
Oh, look for app. Oh,
แก้มหนึ่งแดงอีกนิดเดียวจะใส่แก้มหนึ่งแล้วอ่ะ
what is
ว่าอะไรหนู
this?
ตั้งใจนิดนึง
โอ้โหหนูเป็นใครขั้นสวยนี่เชื่ออินสฮาร์ดกลับไป
Well done. USB. Hey.
โอ้
Lada.
แม
Well
น
done, Lada.
ทำไงเสร็จไว้จะแปะไว้เนี่ย
Printer is what device?
แน่เลยอินพุตเอาหมด
Good.
โอ้
Good
ก
job.
ดผิดจะกดเอาอันนี้มันจะบอก yes โอ้ไม่นะ second place 82ไว้
Teacher Haley only
โอก้าที่
two left time
2 minutes. I will have to join again. It's okay.
เอาคันที่ออกขอถูกยังไงนะ yes ก่อนเลยเนี่ยฮะอโมมาได้
ที่อยู่ที่โหลอยู่แล้วตอนนั้นทำอะไรกัน
อันนี้นะนี่ก็ใส่เอากระดูกนโมตัสสะมันแปลกถูกนะไม่เอาผิดนะไม่เอาผิดno 6,700ชนะ
What is multimedia?
อันนี้คืออะไรเนี่ยAgent Machine แอปยูนเหรออะไรนั่นเหรอถูกต้องอันมีไฮโลกัสแอมno เราจะแซงคนให้ได้คนโอ้ my god
What is the hardware?
It says on my screen that's what look at
คืออะไร
Hey.
คนเราต้องเซ็งทำได้ค่ะนี่ตอบอะไรอ่ะ no
Haley 1 minute
What hardware?
นโมตัสสะพระคาตัวถูกใส่คุณได้ยังคุณเราจะใส่คุณได้
Next.
Teacher Haley 1 minute
เดียวจังอ่ะ